Breaking news tops our morning rush. Albuquerque's police chief just confirmed a SWAT situation turned house fire in southeast Albuquerque has turned deadly. Chief Harold Medina says APD was in pursuit of a suspect wanted in violent cases when the suspect and a second person barricaded themselves inside a home near Utah and Southern. The homeowner's family says police used what they believe could have been tear gas. Soon after that, the house caught fire. APD has not confirmed if tear gas was used. Chief Medina says the suspect was taken into custody. The second person pulled out of the burning home died on scene. We're waiting for ages and identities to be released from APD.
Albuquerque police have released the identity of the second victim found dead in a car crash near Tingley Beach. The officers released the identity of 14-year-old Elisa Henson yesterday. Police say she and another girl, that is 14-year-old Alyssa Salazar, were found inside of that car at Central and Tingley a week ago. Investigators say that the case is being investigated as a homicide.
People are still on edge after a 4th of July house party turned deadly because the shooter is still on the run. As police try to track the gunman down, we're getting first-hand accounts of the chaos. Neighbors say the house party at Alexis and 86th Street was big. First, they heard the typical fireworks, then gunshots. According to police, 3 women were hit by bullets. 20-year-old Aaliyah Vigil died from her injuries. Erica.
And here's a look at our hourly forecast. Temperatures are in the upper 60s. We'll climb into the low 70s through the end of the morning commute with mostly sunny skies.
Well, this morning, the city is looking to make upgrades to local pools that will not only conserve water but also save money. The new gutter system costs about $600,000, and officials say that it'll save them about 500,000 gallons of water a year. There are plans to eventually install that system at all 12 city-run pools.
A local cannabis retailer will be opening its doors soon after winning its bid for an exception to the city's zoning rules. The company Una Esquina got a permit to open a marijuana shop on San Mateo near Candelaria. The zoning hearing examiner ruled that the company proved it would not have negative effects on the neighborhood. Erica.
And here's a look at the threat index. It's moderate today. We'll see isolated storms across all of eastern New Mexico, and heavy rain will be possible near the Sacramento Mountains. New details on the deadly mass shooting at an Independence Day parade. 21-year-old Robert Cremo appeared in court for the first time by video yesterday. Police say he confessed to the shooting in Highland Park. He is charged with 7 counts of first-degree murder and faces the possibility of life in prison. He also mentioned that he was considering doing another shooting at Madison, Wisconsin.
We're learning new information in the mass shooting at the elementary school in Uvalde, Texas that left 21 people dead. Investigators say that an Uvalde police officer had the gunman in his sights outside before the shooter entered the school but never received permission to shoot. A Texas legislative committee continues that investigation. Erica.
All right, a check on the morning drive. The maps are looking clear. No accidents or slowdowns. And here's a live look over the Big I. Definitely looking like volumes are starting to pick up there around the Big I.
A Canadian athlete is now making history one lake at a time. Toronto native Mike Shorman is now the first person with disabilities to cross Lake Superior on a paddleboard. As if this accomplishment was not big enough, Shorman did it with Ramsay Hunt syndrome. Shorman is just 3/5 of his way towards his goal of crossing each Great Lake.
Number 5, roasting this year's chili crop may take a little help from the sun. The team at Sandia National Labs created a method of roasting using mirrors to concentrate heat from the sun onto the chili. Of course, that eliminates the carbon dioxide emitted from traditional methods like propane. One researcher who grew up on a chili farm says he prefers the solar roasted chili, saying it's a lot cleaner roasted.
At number 4, New Mexicans receiving another round of tax rebates from the state this week or through the month. Now, more than 500,000 direct deposits have already gone out. Individual tax filers making up to $75,000 a year are receiving another installment of $250. Married couples and heads of household making up to $150,000 are getting $500 each. Anyone who received their 2021 income tax refunds by direct deposit should see the rebate appear this week. For everyone else, paper checks are going out through the end of July.
And at number 3, we will see storms in eastern New Mexico today. Some of the heaviest downpours are expected across the southeast and especially around the Sacramento Mountains. Most areas will still only pick up less than or around 1/10 of an inch.
At number 2, Albuquerque police have released the identity of a second victim found dead in a car crash near Tingley Beach. Officers released the identity of 14-year-old Elisa Henson yesterday. Now, police say that she and another girl, 14-year-old Alyssa Salazar, were found inside of that car at Central and Tingley a week ago. Investigators have not said how they were killed, but that the case is being investigated as a homicide. 2 males were also in the car and taken to the hospital.
Finally, number one for you, we are following breaking news for you this morning. Albuquerque's police chief confirms a SWAT situation turned house fire in southeast Albuquerque has turned deadly. Chief Harold Medina says APD was in pursuit of a suspect wanted in violent cases when the suspect and a second person barricaded themselves inside a home near Utah and Southern. The homeowner's family says police used what they believe could have been tear gas. Soon after that, the house caught fire. APD has not confirmed if tear gas was used. Chief Medina says the suspect was taken into custody. The second person pulled out of the burning home died on scene. We're waiting for ages and identities to be released from APD.